Hello everyone, I am Anjana Verma and I am going to teach you object-oriented programming and methodology. Previously we have discussed about the object-oriented programming concepts and now today we will see application and benefits of object-oriented programming. Now object-oriented programming, we have seen that inheritance, purpose and polymorphism and encapsulations, they are three pillars of object-oriented concept and by which we can apply this object-oriented programming in so many applications and for so many things. For example, user interface design such as windows and menus, also object-oriented programming are used. Real-time systems programming, object-oriented concepts are used. I think you know that what is real-time system. Real-time system means the system which updates simultaneously. For example, जैसे हम रेलवे रिजर्वेशन करते हैं और आप किसी ट्रेन का रिजर्वेशन ले रहे हो and you are looking for the availability of seats. Suppose it is showing that 10 seats are available for you. When you do reservation and you book 2 seats, okay, whenever your seats confirmed and you will get message that your seats are confirmed, seats are allotted, this. Meanwhile, जैसे ही आप जाकर देखेंगे, you will see that the availability of seats are 8. Means previously they are shown seats 10 and now -2 because 2 seats you have booked. Now availability is 8. This is real-time updation system. Means meanwhile साथ के साथ updations होते जाते हैं, real time में सारी चीजें updated चलती जाती हैं. These are also used object-oriented programming, simulation and modeling purposes के लिए. If you want to make environment for thing and you are making a model in simulated environment, ताकि जैसे space में लोग जाते हैं तो उनको पहले यहाँ पे एक simulated environment बनाया जाता है, एक model बनाया जाता है ताकि वो वहां जाएं जहां पर की कोई gravitational force नहीं होता, तो उन्हें कैसा लगेगा, उसके लिए उनको इम्यून किया जाता है, उनको बिल्कुल आदत डाली जाती है उस चीज की. या हमें जैसे ड्राइविंग चलाना सीखना है, इफ तो हमारे को सिमुलेटेड एनवायरनमेंट में वही ड्राइविंग सीट एक मॉडल बनेगा जिसमें क्लच होगा, ब्रेक होगा, ये होगा, वो होगा और हम सामने देख रहे हैं, हम सड़क पे जा रहे हैं, कोई आया तो तुरंत ब्रेक लगाना. दिस इज सिमुलेटेड वर्किंग इन सिमुलेटेड एनवायरनमेंट. तो उससे क्या होता है कि हम बहुत सारी चीजें सीख जाते हैं और जब हम एक्चुअली उस काम को करने जाते हैं तो वी आर यूज्ड टू डू और यूज्ड टू सी कि हम ये चीज पहले भी कर चुके या देख चुके, पहली बार नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो वो चीज हमसे बिना देखे हुए भी बन जाती है करते हुए. ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड डेटाबेस मींस वी आर स्टोरिंग objects in a database, not storing values, number, integer. Normally in database we store numbers, we store text, we store images, but if you store objects in your database, that is object oriented database. Mean in one object you will get attributes and function and all things. AI means artificial intelligence, and for AI we are making expert database or experts system we are using. वहाँ भी object oriented concept का help मिलता है. In neural network and parallel programming, neural network means when artificial intelligence is used and brain is used. With brain and with nerve, the system which works is neural network कहलाता है. And parallel programming means when we want to give speed of your program, we doing the things simultaneously. 4 प्रोसेसर साथ में वर्क करेंगे तो they will give result in one time, and if you will do the same work in one processor, they will give the result 4 times. ठीक है, एक काम को एक प्रोसेसर 1 मिनट में करेगा, 4 प्रोसेसर उसी काम को कितनी देर में कर लेंगे, डिवाइडेड बाय 4 में कर लेंगे. बट द कंडीशन इज कि all the processors which are using the statement should not be interdependent. If the processes are independent, then you can do parallel programming. Now, decision support system and office automation system. Office automation means the things related with the office, like client server approaches, object oriented distributed database को manage करना, hypertext को manage करना. Decision support system means the system which takes decision to do the things. जैसे क्लाइंट और सर्वर अप्रोच है, क्लाइंट ने कोई चीज रिक्वेस्ट करी, नाउ सर्वर कैन डिसाइड कि ये चीज इसको देनी है या नहीं देनी है, उसके लिए कुछ सपोर्ट सिस्टम बनता है, एंड बाय दिस इट विल डिसाइड कि ये वाला रिक्वेस्ट इसको रिस्पॉन्स करना है या नहीं करना है. तो दीज आर द एप्लीकेशंस वी आर यूजिंग इन ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग. मींस विद द हेल्प ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्रामिंग यू कैन डू दीज टाइप ऑफ वर्क्स. Now, what are the benefits of OOPS? Benefits क्या हो सकते हैं OOPS के? यहाँ पे when we are using object oriented thing means we are using mainly objects, and objects is a model or entity which is very much near or closer to the real objects which are represented in object oriented programming concepts. Inheritance means with the help of inheritance you can reuse the existing thing in new thing. जब हम किसी भी चीज को रीयूज कर पा रहे हैं, बनी हुई चीजें हैं मेरे पास, and we are using those things for the new creation, this is known as the inheritance. Means access the property of superclasses in subclasses. Security, object oriented concept provides security also, because we have seen that when we are making a class, the visibility mode is private and public, and in private mode you can't access the properties of class outside the class. Means you can hide your things which you don't want to show everyone, and like this you can secure it, you can hide it. Means the property which are private in a class are secured and hide from outside the class. जैसे कि for example you can see in your house the things are private, you want to show the anyone, they will see. If you don't want, you can hide, but you will put a thing on a road or outside your house. Things are public, anyone can use it. If you have a chair and you put that chair on a garden, then anyone can sit there because that is the public place for everyone. But you put that chair in your house, anyone cannot sit. That is your private property. If you allow it, then only he can or she can sit there. Means you can secure your data in object oriented programming. Polymorphism, next characteristic is polymorphism. With the help of polymorphism, same function or same operator can be used in different purposes. You use the same function. You suppose you are making add function. If you are giving 2 numbers, it will add 2 numbers. If you are giving 5 numbers, it will add 5 numbers. If you are giving 1 number and add it 3 times for q, like this. Means with one function, if you give different data, you will get different answers. For example, like carbon is a metal or an element, and you can see with the help of you can say the structure. Coal is also a carbon, diamond is also a carbon, graphite is also a carbon. These are the polymorphs of carbon. Like this, you can use a function with different characters, you will get the different answers. Modularity means you can reduce your big programs in small manageable problems. With the small module, you can manage that module very very individual manner. And if the function is working properly, then you can use that module anywhere in your program, and One time if it will run success, no need to test again and again. It is possible to have multiple instances of an object to coexist without any inheritance. Each object has its own separate member data and function. For example, you are a part of a class that is third sem. The class name is third sem, and you all are the object of this class. Means multiple instances means object. Multiple instances are making in a class. They can sit together, they can coexist without interference, or her student of class has their own name, their own properties, and their own functions. So it is possible to have multiple instances of an object of a class. Now, next topic we will see the what are the advantages and disadvantages of object-oriented programming. Object-oriented concept is a methodology, and Java, C++, all are the tools where you are using object-oriented languages. They are also include Perl, Python, JavaScript, Modular, Ada, Smalltalk. Object-oriented programming has some advantages, that is improved software development productivity, because we are using modularity, means we are decomposing big programming small models. Extendability means if you are decomposing your program in 4 models, so you can add fifth model also, that is extendability. You can reuse your program for new development, means if you are reusing your existing thing in new program, naturally productivity will increase. Object oriented provide in improved software development productivity because of these properties, and it is better than the traditional procedure based programming technique. In next advantage is improved software maintainability, means because of object and modules you can maintain objects easily and update them easily. Next advantage is faster development, because we are using reuse property, so naturally your time will save, your money will save, your effort will save. Next is low cost because of reusability, because जो चीज हम पहले बना चुके हैं उसको if you are using again and again, so no need to spend money for that function which is already made. So naturally cost is also low. If you make new function, then cost will increase, but if you are getting the previous made your function, then cost will be lower for the development. Now high quality software means faster development of software, because the development is fast, cost is low, the quality will be increased. If some money required for the quality, you can give the money for the good quality, and you can your resources to be used in the verification of the software. Now what are the disadvantage of the program? Steep learning curve. Your knowledge should be very good for the object oriented concept. If you are using inheritance, you should know which one is the superclass, base class or parent class, and which one is the subclass or child class, and which function of superclass should be come in the child class, which should not come. If there are two superclasses, mother and father, and one child class, then which function of mother and which function of father should come in the one class, means you should have knowledge about the language, then you can use it, otherwise it will create more problem. Now larger program size will be increased because of the classes and object. Every time you have to use class and objects. Now slower, naturally because of the length, the time, it will take more time for execution than traditional one. not suitable for the all program. If your program style is small, if you want to make your program with one function only, then no need to use object oriented concept. You can use traditional one only. Now these are the advantages and disadvantages. We have seen the application, we have seen the advantages and disadvantages. What are the benefits of OOPS? Means applications, benefits and advantage of object oriented programming concept. Now till this we will end the session and we will meet in the next session. Till then, goodbye.